I don't know about you guys, but I love receiving packages in the mail, especially when it's free. I want to share with you guys a package that just came. And if you read the title, I'm sure you guessed it by now. But my good people at Luxceo hooked me up with a P120 tube light. So first off, it comes in this really convenient black travel bag, and it has this pouch in the front where they keep all the accessories and the hardware. So it comes with a charging block and a USB-C charging cable, a remote, which we'll get into, and mounting hardware. All you gotta do is screw this piece on. Comes with a bolt that you screw on and a tool to fasten the bolt. At the end of this, there's an open thread. I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but with this thread, you can mount this onto a standard light mount, and boom, the tube light goes right in, and you're good to go. Let's get into the actual light though. So first off, this is an RGB waterproof tube light. I doubt I'll ever be shooting anything underwater, but it's good to know that it's versatile enough to do that if for whatever reason I ever needed it to. This is like the big brother to the P200 light that I reviewed in my last video. It's about the size of maybe 3 or 4 P200 lights. It has all of the same features, but is way brighter and the battery lasts way longer. Surprisingly, it's not too much heavier than the P200. It's really light, which makes it travel friendly if you do a lot of run and gun style or documentary style film. Let's get into some of the features and functionalities of this light. So first off, there's a button at the end of the light. Press it once to cut it on, press it again to cut it off, simple. If you want to change the intensity of the light, just press the button and hold on to it. So if it's already bright, it'll start to dim down. If it's dim, it'll get brighter. So since it's bright, I'm holding on to it and it'll start to dim down. So to change the color, you just double tap the button. The first color is a warm orange tungsten. Then you have red, green, blue, lime green, purple, and then a cyan. To get to the effects, you just double click until you get through all of the colors, and then eventually you'll land on one of the effects. Police lights, I'm sure this is the most popular effect. There's a bunch of effects though. TV flicker effect, rainstorm effect, a paparazzi effect. Just keep double clicking and eventually you'll sift through all of the different effects that they have. Another way you can make adjustments to the light, which is my favorite way, is the remote. So from the remote, you can change the intensity of the light, you can change the colors of the light, you can change the effects, and each individual color has its own button, so it makes it really fast. You don't have to sift through all of the colors, or you don't have to keep pressing one button multiple times. If you want red, you just press red. If you want green, you just press green. So it's really fast, really convenient, especially if you're working alone like myself. Once I set up my lights, I like them to be stationary. I don't wanna have to keep going back and adjusting them and changing them. It makes it really convenient to be able to just keep this remote in my pocket, pull it out when I need to make any type of adjustments to the brightness, to the color. If I want to use an effect, it's just a simple push and I can just keep it going. So there is an app that you can download to control the light. It has all of the same features as the controller, plus a little bit more. So if you're into, say, syncing up your lights and controlling them all from one source, you can do that from the app. I'm more so in favor of the controller, but if you're into using phone apps and Bluetooth features and whatnot, you know, that might be the route for you. The battery life. The battery life on this thing is phenomenal. So in bi-color mode, you're gonna get between 4 and 5 hours. On RGB mode, you get up to 10 hours depending on your intensity. And that is pretty impressive. Like I said in my P200 review, there's a lot of companies that make these RGB lightsaber style consumer lights. And it just seems like to me, they never really consider the battery life. And for this to be able to last up to 10 hours, That's more than enough time. Depending on what you're working on, that's almost multiple shoots that you can use with one charge. So the bottom line is, would I recommend this light? Yes, I most certainly would. Who would I recommend it to? I would recommend this to solo filmmakers that do a lot of run and gun type shoots, music videos, documentaries. It's very lightweight, so it doesn't slow you down. You can mount it to a light stand, so if you're doing still shots, you can set up the light stand out of frame, and it's a fairly strong light, so depending on how far you place it, it'll get the job done. And to be honest, depending on how controlled the environment is as far as lighting goes, you could get away with using this as a key light. Like I said, it depends on the environment. If you're in an environment where you're in full control of the light, you could potentially use this as a key light. I would also recommend this to people that have in-home YouTube studios or small photography studios. This is perfect for ambient light, for a backlight, or if you just want to do something interesting and creative and get a little experimental. If you are interested in purchasing this light, it's around 150 to 200 USD depending on where you're buying it from. You can purchase this on Amazon from Luxceo's Amazon page, or you can just order it directly from Luxceo's website. It comes with all the same accessories regardless of where you order it from, so it's really just your personal preference. I know I owe you guys content. I owe you guys more than just some light reviews. So I'm definitely going to get creative with this light and whatever else Luxceo decides to send me, and I'm going to see what I can make and deliver to you guys. Until then, it's your boy, DiestrO. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always. I'll catch you guys next time.